What I see, I get. No matter where I am, next to you is where I want to be. You always find out that we both got the right to go. We all got a purpose. When you see you get. Oh, oh, oh. Too many times I trip on the line. What I see, I get. Low, further along the dose. Still got the plans to be. When you see you get. Too many times I trip on the line and became real when you with me. When you see, I How's everybody doing? Hold on. How's everybody doing? It's good to be here. Good to be back. Back from the travels, back from the road. Hope everyone's doing well. My next stream is supposed to take place Tuesday, but yeah, a lot of stuff going on that might not be able to last, and I'm gonna do it anyways, so I figured I might as well do it on a stream. And that is the ACT proposal review. Last time you saw my vote was being taken place in the prioritization round as a jetpack holder. Now it is the next round where we are actually going to vote. Let's go. Actually going. Let's go. Let's go. 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 Give away this money. 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 Let's go. Hey. We're going to give away a little bit of money here. Fantastic. Somebody clip this and drop it in the JADU Discord, y'all. That's right, we're going to jump into this act, and we have a range of projects here. I think 5 of them, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them. 7 different projects which have been shortlisted. Which now we are going to go through and decide, we're going to cast our votes to approve, or will we abstain? Let's go. Bloombox. We aim to deliver a JADU mixtape EP with a view to expanding towards regular releases. In line with the pseudonymous nature of Web3, we would release material under our JADU identities. We've been writing, recording, and working with hip-hop rap music for 20 years, but currently have insufficient equipment to properly produce, record, mix, and master our songs to a suitable level. I know that happens when you move from one studio to the next. Sometimes you gotta start from scratch. Phase 1 is to produce a hip-hop EP, 5 to 7 tracks. However, we plan to maximizing the impact of funds trusted to us by continuing to deliver value to the JADU community. In phase 2, we would be looking to collaborate with other members of our community and eventually build a roster of contributors with varied musical talent. The Bloombox intends to create a music library, a library of music from the community to be used royalty-free by members. Okay, so it's going to be a royalty-free library for members of the community to use. The key component would be to operate as a JADU identity. There we go. Cosme and Buds. To harness our IP, 3D models, and AR tech to crafting fully immersive JADU Ava rap identities. This would be supported by us appearing as our Avas in all artwork and eventually music videos. So they're going to have some artwork and eventually music videos. So The music videos, I assume, are not covered in this funding. In addition to the music being available royalty-free to all JADU holders, we would look to release on a dedicated YouTube channel all typical streaming services. Boombox will be register a PRC license and eventually aim to be self-sufficient through streaming royalties. Depending on reception, exposure, and levels of success, we would then aim to feed a currently undefined % of profit back to the act. Okay. Okay. Pitch deck. Okay, there's no pitch deck. In order to support other proposals, a separate % would be used to invest in purchasing from the floor of JADU collections and then utilizing in marketing. Okay. We have a big vision here, but we are starting small, achievable, and delivering something tangible from our community. Our proposal does not currently include any fees for our time or services, only equipment essential to our capability to deliver. The reason we are asking for 2 laptops is we can work on the mixing and editing independently when we aren't able to get in the studio together. Budget details. Audio performance laptops. £3,500. Some studio headphones. Some monitors. iLock for some audio gear stuff. This is starting really from scratch, folks. I'm going to say, for my vote personally, I like this. I like what they're doing. I like the vision, but I don't like the idea of paying for like people to start from scratch. And also paying for gear from scratch like this, I would say is kind of difficult. It's kind of difficult for me to approve that. Chat, what do you think? I'm thinking out loud right here. One viewer, what do you think? One viewer, what do you think? Boombox, rap EP, expanding. I'm going to create a music library. I feel like last time I remember dropping some ill rhymes on some of these beats. I do remember that. And I do like a lot of what this project is talking about. My one problem is, are we okay with, like, we're setting precedents here, folks. Let me see if I can find. I think it's the music that inspired me. Okay. Here's the other thing. This profile currently only has 57. And there's really low engagement on these posts. For me, I feel like it has to go further than this. It has to be not just people who are. I think we need to give these funds to things that are, and prioritize these funds for things that are happening and that are in motion. I think we have a limited amount of time here, so to invest funds in something that is going to start from scratch, we don't have that kind of time, in my opinion. So I would say work on that Bloombox, get things rolling. And that can be taking existing music that you already have and repurposing it if you don't currently have any equipment. Ava Toy Company. Here we go. Proposed project. I remember this. Intended to increase brand awareness for JADU as a company, NFTs as a whole, to non-crypto communities, also known as normies. I will begin with constructing a proof of concept using one model, which is currently unrevealed. Thus, it could be a 101 or a gesture. Ooh. The concept model is going to be a 6-inch plastic Ava with more additions, which will come. Okay. See the pitch deck. Some time frame here. Okay. Large grant. There's not enough information here for a large grant. That's all I'm gonna say right there. Any questions, concerns, feel free to let me know. I didn't feel like that's enough for a large grant. Ava Snap AR filters. Build a creative project. Okay. Okay, they're going to transform up to 200 unique AVAs over a 4-week period into snap filters, which can then be used to transform the owners into AVAs in real time for pictures or even during lives. Yes, I like this one a lot. I'm going to say yes, and I really hope that my Ava can be used in this because I would love to use them. In my live stream, I would love to. I'm going to say yes. I want this. Desperately need it. Large grant, I don't care. Take it. We need this. Fingers crossed. Forge items for the community. JADU Studio ETH. Create a Web3 clothing line named Studio ETH utilizing the JADU name and brand as proof of concept, allowing collaborators with and without. Okay. There are currently no high-quality Web3 clothing brands. That's not true. I clarified that last time. And for me, I feel like just that little point right there, if you're not going to listen, it just shows you're not going to, if maybe you didn't hear this. Maybe you didn't hear my feedback. I feel like I've been present in channels and letting people know I was giving feedback, but I think if you're starting something from scratch, this is the same situation. This is starting something from scratch. They don't have the materials. It's just like I think you need to show previous projects, especially if you're going for the maximum grant. You need to show previous projects which you've done that you've achieved that if you're starting from scratch. It makes it easier to say yes. Ava Warriors, here we go. Play to earn game. Okay, this is definitely large grant. It's all it says. Not enough info. Radio JADU. Here we go. Establish JADU radio platform. Here we go. Good hopes in this. I like Radio JADU. They've been building. They've been active in their space. I already know. I feel really good about them. Yes, establish a JADU radio platform. They already have an audience waiting. Okay, that's what I think the current JADU community is. It's not necessarily their community. Direct investment by advertising revenue, donation sponsors, JADU Bloom. Phase 1, establishment within, okay, expand projects. Phase 3, gateway to onboard. Medium grant. And first of all, with all due respect, this is a horrible pitch deck. I'm sorry. Like, people, have some self-respect. I'm sorry. This is... Hope people don't hate me for being sometimes brutally honest, but come on. You're asking for $7,500. This does not look like it. This does not look like it. JADU Radio. I love what y'all are doing. But we cannot set precedents like that. I'm sorry. We cannot. Bloom, the process of beginning. Okay, capture, document, create content for JADU. Local social showcasing Ava, hoverboard, jetpad. Okay, this guy said he's gonna make content. If you're gonna make content, then you need to specify how much content, how many videos, for how long. And that's for accountability purposes. I was not able to vote yes on any proposals. Wow, that's pretty insane. I abstained on every single one. JADU is an AR project. I wouldn't call it an NFT project. I would say they are an AR company that leverages NFT and blockchain technology. They just released they have a private app release right now. This isn't for Jumpin' Spider. This isn't for the DCL DAO. This is for JAD. So there are other DAOs that give funds to creators. This is for a different DAO. It's called, actually, I don't even think it's a DAO. It's called the Ava Community Treasury. So this project, this augmented reality project, they give you these 3D files, like you see this one right here. And you can use those 3D files to do all sorts of things. Collaboration with Michael Bay to realize this, and they have their whole funds in which you can use these characters to build as well. So there's a whole process of their own community discuss, submitting proposals. Then their NFT jetpack holders, they rank the projects, and then finally the Ava ballot vote, which is what I've done just now. But I haven't been able to vote or approve any of these. I didn't feel like any of them kind of met, at least what I feel like as a voter, the standard, that creative standard that any creator treasury fund should be used for. And I feel like I learned a lot from creating in Decentraland. Now keep in mind that people need to not look at this as